We're going to try something a little different in this week's video. As you can see, Anacortes is located just on the east side of the San Juan Island group. And what I wanted to do is basically take off from Anacortes, which is a really beautiful harbor. We stay at what's called Cap Sandy Basin, and Cap Sandy Marina is very close to the islands. We're minutes away from everything. So what we're going to do this week is just show our boat as we sail from moorage to moorage, anchorage to anchorage. And the idea behind this is to let the viewers get a sense of what's available in the islands and what it's like on our 34-foot sailboat as we sail around. Leaving Anacortes Marina, it becomes really apparent how sheltered this marina really is. Cap Sandy itself, which is the cape that kind of guards the entrance to the marina here, that cape is really noticeable. You'll see it as we leave here. It actually is kind of a beacon, if you will, a homecoming beacon as people return to this marina. And here we are heading out basically to have a good time in the water. Arriving at our first destination, we find a sheltered anchorage. This is Obstruction State Park, and the water is calm and beautiful. Our next destination is Blind Bay on the north side of Shaw Island. This bay is well protected and it provides a really nice quiet anchorage whenever the wind's blowing. There's a nearby dinghy dock and a small store that's actually open 7 days a week. It's very convenient. The prices are actually pretty decent too. One other thing this bay has going for it is just the peace. There's extreme quiet when you're in the bay. You don't get a lot of noise. Very few passing boats. Also, of course, one of the more enjoyable aspects of this bay is that it's wide open and you can get some beautiful sunsets, as you can see.
Be sure to
This calm and quiet environment really allows you to get a very restful and deep sleep at night. You kind of wake up recharged the next day for whatever adventure awaits. Our next destination is only a few miles from Shaw Island, and this is Spencer Spit on Lopez Island. Again, a fairly well protected anchorage and one of the more enjoyable nighttime experiences because of the lights of Anacortes and even some of the lights of passing ferries. Sailing for a few hours on a light breeze brings us to Clark Island. We choose an anchorage on the east side of the island and settle in for really an enjoyable evening. We also tend to walk the islands whenever we arrive. Just gives us a little exercise and it allows us to experience more of what the islands actually have to offer. Well, the east anchorage on Clark Island tends to be a bit exposed, and you can see this from an aerial view we'll show. You can see there's quite a fetch, and there's some wide open space. So when the wind blows, it can get a little bit rolly. It can also get a little rolly when the tides change, especially during a strong ebb, but it's very secure. A couple more hours of sailing with a decent breeze brings us a little bit farther north and west to Sucia. Sucia State Park is probably one of the most well-visited state parks, marine state parks in the state. And Echo Bay is probably the most visited bay. Our next downwind sail brings us to Pelican Beach on Cypress Island and a DNR buoy. As the sun sets, we relax in the cockpit and listen to the sounds from the island and even from some passing boats. Once the sun is down, there's very little activity, very little wind, and just a relaxing evening on board. Tide's dropping. People are taking off. We're taking off shortly. Oh my God, it's beautiful out. It is so beautiful. Less than an hour of downwind sailing brings us to our next stop on Cypress Island. This is Eagle Harbor, which again is a very well protected moorage. It's got surrounding hills and basically gives you an evening of peace and calm and quiet. Thanks for coming along with us on this week of sailing through the San Juan Islands. We hope you're able to join us in the future for other videos.